Good afternoon. It is February the 2nd, 2018. What a day, what a week we have had. Volatility, you gotta love it. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations unlike an actual performance record. Simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have over or under compensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Well, we had it across the board in every contract that we cover, and I'm sure there's many more contracts out there that we don't cover that had volatility today. And volatility is what a day trader needs to prosper. I mean, there's just no way to get around it. So it makes it a lot easier to make your business plan when we get down to it. Interest rates are headed higher, and they have been. The Fed has told us they're going to raise interest rates at least 3 times in 2018. And they've got the economic data. The economy is strengthening to do just that. When Evans made his comments a couple of weeks ago that maybe the Fed wouldn't raise its interest rates in March, see what the economy is going to do. That's pretty much behind us right now. If we get similar reports in February, factory orders, unemployment, etc., then the markets bet that interest rates go up in March of this year will firm up even more. We'll see probabilities in the 90s. We do have some news on Monday. PMI services and JOLTS. Well, not in ISM services. I don't have estimates for either one of them. We'll have those Monday morning. ISM services can move the markets. We'll see what it is. Last rotate up was 26.5. We'll be in London. Now, after we've had a trend day up or down, we expect a pause day. So we might get stops beneath today's lows on Monday, but my guess is we'll probably come right back up in. I mean, today's news, non-farm payroll news, wasn't new news. We knew that the number was going to come in, or had a pretty good guess that the number would come in higher than forecast. If we made that assessment and were correct, other people did too. So it's not like we have unexpected surprise news. It was a surprise. Market moved a little bit farther than it did if it had hit the number. So here we are. So 27.31, sell 1. 3 to 7, sell 2. It's also an auction week, so we're going to find some buyers Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning, I would believe. On the buy side, the low is 21. We're at 25. So buy 19s to 23s. 13 to 17 for buy 2. But if we can have, volatility a couple of days a week like this in 2018, we're going to be very, very pleased. In fact, we'll get the big head. We think we're trading so well. At the Emini, which had just made another new low when I looked at it. It's come back. We said 85, 88. Right here looks like 77.80. is where resistance might be. So if we were to close at 71, put a question mark at 75, 79.81, sell 1, 84.86, sell 2. Be looking for a pause day. 63.65 buy 1, and 58 to 60 buy 2. Let them get stops beneath that low. Looking at the 30-year. Look for a pause day, probably a little bit lower on Monday to set up this week's auctions, but I don't think the bottom falls out of the market. So 24, 28, number 1. Buy 17 to 21, buy 1. Buy 9 to 13, buy 2. 4 to 8, number 1. 11 to 15, sell 1. 19 to 23, sell 2. Looking at gold, all over the map like all of our contracts were today. I mean, today could just give you, if you traded a day like today, could just really give you just a hell of a bottom line. Okay, here's the break in the market. 36. So 35, 37. Sell 1. 40, 42, sell 2. On the buy side, 28 to 30, buy 1. 23, 25, buy 2. Like crude, what a wild ride in that contract today. So I guess we're going to say sellers are at 50 to 75. And 66, 66 and a quarter. I mean, I haven't seen a day like this in crude. And I don't know if I've ever seen a day like it. It just doesn't, a $1.50 wrap both ways. 64.75, 65 buy 1. 64 and a quarter, 64.50 buy 2. Might have a better feel for it come Monday. But all the selling's being blamed on increased interest rates and the differentials that comparisons to stocks, the revaluation of portfolios, etc. That meme went out round the globe a couple of days ago, and they stuck to it today. And last, the euro. Big swings. Well, looks like maybe 125 even, 25.10, sell 1. 25 to 35, sell 2. 40 to 50, buy 1. 25, buy 2. That does it for this February the 2nd. What a fabulous day we had. This is fun. Makes it easy. Everybody feels good about themselves no matter how much money you left on the table. Scott, you have fun at the Super Bowl this weekend. Enjoy yourself. Don't do, well, I wouldn't say don't do anything I wouldn't do. That gives you pretty free license there. But take care of yourself, and we'll see you Monday afternoon, okay? Y'all have a great weekend. I'm out of here.